Hello, Leo. Welcome to your 2024 reading here on the Astroflower. Welcome. I hope you have a lovely reading. Interesting year, change of Pluto going from Capricorn into Aquarius. And this is going to, I think this is going to bring in a sort of a common sense, orderly structure to a lot of things. It's also going to help us to engage our spirit in the physical world, within the world that is around us, and that's within our relationships, with our engagement with our spiritual practices, and anything that we happen to do. It could be also to do with the, just the well-being of the body and the mind, and stuff like that in a very physical way. And it's also going to help to open the doors of creativity within life, and that's going to open the doors to activities, pastimes, that sort of thing. On the financial side, it seems to, and this is where it comes in the collective reading, which you'll see at the end of this reading, there seems to be like a change in the financial sort of system. And also in technology, there seems to be some sort of evolution going on here, where people are not just going to accept the bull crap, as it were, of what is being spouted in the world, regardless of where, which direction you come from. It's just knowing when the world around us is not being straight with us, and I think that's what the biggest shift in the human society is all about. But let's just see what's going on for you. We got the overall energies here for the coming year. We got the karmic message for your spiritual or your soul path. Here we have the karmic message for your material or your job, or your business and money. This is the first 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, fourth 3 months. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for you there. The overall energies here, you get the Hermit card. A learned person that keeps on and goes down their path without not necessarily having to shout it to the rooftops in order to convey a message to the people that are around you, or within your job or your finances, that you know your path and you are just going after it and getting it in a very convincing, consistent way. I think it's because you understand your with this changing or this shift within the society or within the world at the moment and the energies, you're starting to, it sort of plays in your favor. And it because it becomes very logical as well, it helps you to impose yourself within your world that is around you. On your karmic path, on your spiritual path, you get the King of Cups. Sometimes our emotions can take control of our thinking and our way of being. And I think this is the learning curve for you during this year. And this is where this common sense sort of change from Pluto that we're going to be seeing in the beginning part of the year. And it does come back at the end of the year for 1 month, almost like a passing of sentence, as it were. And I think on your karmic path, you've got that King of Cups, which is all about doing a lot of work on, under the surface, as it were, which then fulfills you emotionally, so you're not dependent emotionally, or not dependent for your water's energy, for your spiritual path, on the world that is around you. It comes from within you, and I think that ties in nicely with the Hermit card as well, because you are, you're seeing both sides, and you know that star, you know that direction that you want to take, and you are going after it by all looks of things. And on your spiritual path, it's having a control over your emotions will help you to progress enormously for you within your relationships, within your engagement with your spiritual practices, with the world around you, in all sort of senses, really, more than anything else. In the first 3 months, you get the Four of Pentacles. I think this has to do with that work that's going on under the surface here. You're seeing a bit of a shadow side of yourself. And I think sometimes, if we hold on too tightly to life and to situations, we actually lose more. And allowing it to give it, allowing a life to give a little bit more sort of freedom will actually provide a lot of results for you. A lot of good things, help you to sort of develop personally on your karmic path or your soul path, but also help you to connect with other people, connect with the right people that is good for you. And I think this is that learning curve here, and I think you're doing it at the beginning of the year, possibly holding on too tightly to things and not allowing yourself to get into the flow. So the first 3 months could be a little bit stop, start for you. Yeah, I think that lesson is learned very quickly, as you can well see now. You got the sun, which is very much a Leo card, all to do with happiness, and I think this is also shining a light on you because you've done that work, and that work is really all about you. It's all about how you engage with your life, and then after that, engage with the life that is around you, and this is gonna it's going to give you that sensation that you found happiness and it's in your pocket. I got sunshine in a bag and I'm useless but not for long. My future is coming on, and that's what it's all about. You've got this permanent happiness that's in your back pocket. That's what you've got, and it seems like you've understood things very early out the gate. And then you get the Four of Cups. This is the other side of that learning process here. So we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups here. This is distilling this information into that one seed that you want to plant, basically. The Three of Cups of doing some good quality, Three of Pentacles, sorry, of doing some good quality on your work on yourself. And then you've got that seed to plant for your future, which is obviously that happiness that comes through. And then we're going from July through to September. So this is your birthday season. And this is where you're going to start condensing that emotions into that one cup, that Ace of Cups. And I think this is where I think you might be getting ready to fall in love, or someone's getting ready to fall in love with you, or you getting to fall in love with life. And life is offering you this opportunity. And you've distilled a lot of things into this one cup, which gives you the pure essence of, your soul life and what you should be living. And it's a beautiful process that you've looked into the past and seen what's worked for you and what hasn't worked for you. And now you're going to the future and you're going there. And we get another four, the Four of Wands. Look at that. These work really well for you, actually, funnily enough, Leo. It gives you that stability, that consistency. It also helps you to engage in life in a very physical way. This is all to do with, sort of celebration, the marriage. It's like these two wands here. This is what you've planned for your future, and this is what someone else has planned for their future, and it's the coming together. And you could say like you're marrying your higher self. You're marrying your true self. Or you could be sort of, moving into a relationship where you're either moving into a house with someone. But whatever it is, it's very structured going forward. And it's very ordained, as it were. And that gives you a lot of confidence about the future and about the people that are around you. Really, really nice, I think. Good energy. And it does come from a beautiful, beautiful vibration between April and June. Which is the end of your summer, starting of your autumn period. And I think you're going to feel that you're really winning in life, and it's going to give you that sort of confidence to go, okay, so what do I want to construct in the future? And that's when it's as if you're taking life a lot more seriously because you enjoy it, because it's going to bring you satisfaction, basically. Oh, my word. And then we get the Four of Swords. You've got every single four out now. Every single four. What the? A very, very structured future for you here at the moment. This Four of Swords here is a regrouping on your karmic path, on your financial side, on your material side. It's almost healing, as if like any sort of complications or lost business or lost money from the past. those things are being ended, any debt that's being cleared and stuff like that. And it's giving you respite from any woes and worries, and it's regrouping you in a way and sort of repairing any sort of damage you might have had over the year in 2023. Yeah, and that is your karmic path. In order for that to happen, you have to have that sort of practical, common sense approach to life, which ties in beautifully to the collective reading. In the first 3 months, you get the Empress card. So obviously you're pushing a lot more on your material path than you are on your sort of emotional path in the first 3 months. This is something new. This is an opportunity for you to explore the possibilities by taking more than one aspect that is around you and condensing it into one. There's a lot of that going on actually in a lot of places over here. It's really spearheading your life in a direction that's not necessarily emotionally charged, but very practical, and have a very good control over your emotions, over the environment or your immediate environment that is around you in your financial world. And this is going to help you to sort of like look at any situation like a business or a job or a project and kind of sort of honestly say to yourself, yeah, that would be really good if it's like that. And if we use this and if we bring in this sort of type of energy, it's going to be very clear about how how we can progress on that. And it does play beautifully into your sort of pathway. Once that's sort of like that decided and that offering that sort of comes out and that Empress is sort of like giving birth to something completely new and the new possibilities, this is when you're going to allow to apply your passions. And applying your passions is about that sort of eternal goal, that star there, that dream that should be, that dream life that should be guiding you on your pathway. It's going to need some passions and need some exploration of your passions as well. This is coming into the last 3 months before your birthday as well, which is going from April through to June. So there is a degree of testing things out. There is a good degree of sort of seeing what happened over the past year, what you want for the new year and stuff like that. And then just exploring your passions. I get a very playful, childlike energy that goes along with it, and beautiful childlike energy, of exploring the possibilities that are around you. And then going through your birthday season, you get the 9 of Wands. I think this comes from here, actually. I think this comes from this healing process of sort of saying, I think here you're sort of saying to yourself, now I've opened my passions up and I'm exploring these new opportunities that are happening around me. You're kind of sort of saying, once bitten, twice shy. I'm not going to get done again. And I think you set up these beautiful, healthy boundaries, which allows your success to come through without any sort of major detriment. And you don't have to risk everything in a way. It's a very calculated sort of progressive pathway that you're on here. And then you get the Knight of Pentacles. And once these healthy boundaries are in place and you've gone through your birthday season, that's when you can then get down and start really working on that pathway to that dream life, or that ideal of balanced life of what you want. And the Knight of Pentacles is about that, is planting seeds along the road, so then you've got perpetual results going on within your financial and your career path. Very ordained, very orderly. And I think this orderly stuff is going to play into a lot of the energies that are around us during this year. It's a year of action. And in order action to actually happen, things need to have a certain structure about it. And it seems like this is what you seem to be getting. With the Strength card, with the Hermit card, you get the Strength card. Very much you. This is, you being you. And playing to your strengths as well. In order to get to your ideal situation, not only on your spiritual path, but also on your financial path. Having that sort of courage and that determination to follow it through, I think is going to play beautifully for you. With the King of Cups, you get the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think this work you're going to do under the surface here on your spiritual path is going to change It's going to give you another driving force within you. And as I say, there's already 3 4s down here. A lot of structure going on. A lot of corner pieces, cornerstones that you're laying down in your life here. Very important moment to seize on this opportunity, this wheel of fortune that's playing for you within your favour. Let's just see what's going on with the 4 of Pentacles. You get the Devil. The devil is in the detail, and I think this is where maybe you're holding on and really sifting through a lot of detail according to how you engage your spirit in the physical world, seeing what works, what doesn't work. There seems to be a lot of that this year for you, experimental year for you, and as you do, then you can start getting passionate about certain aspects that make you happy. Being almost obsessive about your happiness and not giving it away freely. I think this is also going to make you very astute within your spiritual world, within your soul path, according to even the relationships that are around you. You're going to recognize your value more than anything else. With the Sun, you get the 2 of Cups. This is an opportunity between April and June, a very good possibility here where someone comes into your life which complements you, which may build to the stage where marriage is at the end of the line. Yeah, there is a lot of umming and ahhing that's got to be done on the 4 of Cups here, but it's going to install a lot of happiness within you, this encounter with another person, and it's going to make you feel in alignment with who you are. Being in alignment with this other person, I think it's going to make you feel very fulfilled, and it's for a lot of you, I think you're going to realize this is the one. And if you're already in a relationship, it could be a case where you reinvigorate your relationship with that person, and it's like redoing your vows in a way. But it gets you into alignment with your happiness. And I think this distilling of the 4 of Cups is all about how you're positioning your new love, basically, that 1 cup that you want to be offering up to another person. And maybe it's clearing a lot of back stuff, sort of old relationship stuff, old ideas of how your relationships were in the past, in order to get the best out of it. And in order to do that, you're going to have to, and this is during your birthday period, you're going to have to start getting passionate and involved in situations as they arrive, and not be distracted and elsewhere. And I think that's what that distilling is all about. And every time something new comes up, it's good to be totally engaged in it in a very passionate way, because then you're going to be able to see very clearly the situation with this person or with yourself, how you can really fit it all together with a beautiful 4 of Wands at the top. That magical sort of celebration of the coming together of 2 plans, basically. And for you, yeah, you get the 6 of Cups. It's almost as if like you're bringing the best from the past to the future. It's like you've taken the baby out of the bathwater and just chucked the bathwater away. And I think this bodes well for any sort of relationships or any sort of coming together with other people. This could be through friends. This could be through activities, as much as it is within love. But it's a way of understanding of what's made you happy in the past and what you want to take with you into this new dimension, into the new future for you. With the 4 of Swords, this regrouping of yourself, you get the Empress card. You've got the Empress card twice now. On that, with the 4 of Swords comes up the Empress card. And this is that whole sort of giving birth to a whole new cycle. And I think out of this sort of healing process that you're going through, sorting out your finances in a way that you're no longer, you're very good at getting money in, but sometimes it's difficult to keep it. And I think that's what you're going to get sorted this year. Being a little bit more rigorous about life. And I think that ties into the 9 of Wands as well. And with this Empress card, yeah, there's loads of opportunities. There's loads of offerings that are coming your way. And this is what you seem to be concentrating on, that side. And because you're concentrating on that side, I think it provokes that more than anything else within your spiritual path. A lot of happiness, a lot of freedom, a lot of possibilities within your life. The nine of cups is opening up all of those gifts that are not just only within you, but within the world that is around you. And because you've started engaging with your material world in a very practical way, you're taking out the emotions and giving birth to a whole new cycle, a whole new world. With the Page of Wands, you get the Five of Cups. I think this is where you're going to, if you do explore your passions, if you allow that happy-go-lucky, childlike energy to come into your material path, into your job, your business, and your projects, this is where you're going to say goodbye to any disappointments in the past. And I think you're going to work it out in this moment here, because this is these 3 months leading up to your birthday season. And those disappointments there are going to help to put in place those healthy boundaries, which are going to stop you from going backwards. And obviously brings in a lot of happiness after difficulty. And I think that's what that difficulty is there. That's it's like a bump in the road, in the pathway, more than anything else. And through that bump in the pathway, you've learnt a lot. You will be able to install some very practical, healthy boundaries. And as you've installed those practical, healthy boundaries, you've gone through the difficulty, and now you're starting to get into the joyous part of actual reaping some of the rewards of your efforts, basically. Which will allow you then to sort of really get on and start working on your future. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is a whole new cycle that comes up for you here. This is just coming through your birthday season. And I think this is what plays out in the future, is this new offering, new passion, out of the old and in with the new. And this is a new you that's giving birth or being given, you're giving birth to a new idea here. It comes through your karmic path. And therefore, it's a good time to get yourself down into your work and concentrating on your work, because it's going to bring in a lot of passions for you, because I think it's going to bring a lot of rewards in your sort of direction. Absolutely lovely reading for you there, Leo, for 2024. Thank you very much for being here. I will be doing a special reading on Pluto next week. If you want to see that, the best of you subscribe, like and share and everything like that you can do to help this channel is absolutely beautiful. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.